Hey guys, it's your girl, Everything's TV. So I'm back with another video. So I wanted to get into this GoFundMe because there was rumors going around that Kevin Samuels didn't have but $1,000 to his name. And the family is running around trying to get a GoFundMe up. But it says right here, Kevin Samuels' family refuses funeral money. GoFundMe is a fake. So that means that if a legitimate GoFundMe goes up for money for his funeral, that they'll take that money. So it must be true, that where is his money at? Why do they need a GoFundMe for Kevin if he had all these millions of dollars? I mean, it makes no sense. It says Kevin Samuels' family says an imposter is behind a GoFundMe created to raise money for his funeral expenses. And even though they were offered the cash, they won't accept the money. Social media was buzzing about the fundraising page popped up, many calling Kevin's family hypocrites for seeking financial help, as he always preached a message of financial independence without handouts. However, a source with direct knowledge, y'all guys, excuse me. I just woke up, so I'm still a little groggy. However, a source with direct knowledge tells us they reached out to Kevin's family to verify the account and learn the family did not create it. It said it was created by Melanie King. That's one of his friends. So GoFundMe scrubbed the fundraiser from its platform. Not only that, our sources say GoFundMe offered Kevin's family the few $100 raised on the fake page, but they refused to accept it, so it was returned to the donor. So I'm like, okay, this is crazy. So basically, what's going on? Like, okay, they don't want the money, but do they have the money? Because if you don't really have the money, are they trying to pull a wool over our face that he had it like that, and they don't want us to think that he didn't have money like that, so they just not going to accept no money? I'm not getting this. TMZ broke the news the woman Samuels was with desperately tried to save his life, performing CPR as she dialed 911. But unfortunately, he didn't make it. It's believed he suffered a heart attack. Yeah, so they saying it's believed he suffered a heart attack. But if you having a heart attack, that AED device is not gonna work for a person that's having a heart attack. That device is for a heart that's not pumping and that's not working. When you are having a heart attack, your heart is still pumping. It's pumping, irregular. It's not pumping right. So I'm kind of confused. What does this say? I can't. It's not letting me zoom in. It said Pastor Bryant could waited a few more days before pointing out the discrepancy with Kevin Samuels, but he ain't wrong. Y'all walking around with y'all feelings hurt because he called you fat and leftovers when he needs a GoFundMe to be buried. Get a grip. It was entertainment. No, you don't make fun of people like that. Kevin Samuels was teaching y'all to be high value men, and that ain't working. And his family needs a GoFundMe to bury him. I have to laugh out loud. Okay, that's just some but I'm just not understanding like everything's taking so long. They're still doing an autopsy to find out what happened. I heard that some guy did a online memorial service, and I heard it was a clown show. Some guy Dennis Spurring or something. He's supposed to be a so-called, like, these guys are supposed to be so-called attorneys, but they're doing a lot of bad code of conducts. You know what I'm saying? They're doing some really. They're not even like the places that they work. If they would get wind of this, some of them people would be in trouble. But yeah, a lot of people saying that the guy Dennis is trying to profit off of him, because they said as soon as Kevin Samuels passed away, he got on his platform and he started making all this money. And if you're a real friend like that, because they say he's making money, like people is like giving this guy $400 in his live stream. I mean, the man is getting money. Why don't you give some of that money to the family? You so-called friends of his, that y'all making all this money. Lead attorney is another one. Lead attorney make a lot of money. I seen his cash. You know what I'm saying? So why don't y'all, since y'all say that y'all this man's friend, why don't y'all take some of that money, put some of that money together, and give it to the family? You never know. They might not even take it. It says right here that the GoFundMe people business tried to give them the money and they said no. So, what does it hurt to try? Go over there and give them, say you want to help out. And if they say no, then you just take your cash and go. But look, I don't know what's going on with this guy. I'm just, my head is hurting with this whole situation, because I really, really want to know what happened to this guy. Like, what was the cause of him going into cardiac arrest? Was it natural? Because, yes, people die of natural deaths every day. People die in their sleep every day. Y'all got to understand, you have a body with a beating heart in it. And if that heart feels like it don't want to beat no more, it won't. So we just need to know what happened. That's all I want to know, is what happened. So we can clear everybody, especially the nurse, because that poor lady, she went through a lot. When I heard that 911 call, it was so devastating to hear that lady crying and saying she was sorry that she couldn't save her. I mean, that lady is gonna be traumatized. She's gonna be traumatized for a moment from having to go through that event. And it's crazy because I'm like, why wasn't anybody notified that this was happening up there so she could at least get some help? Like, I don't think she called, yeah, because they asked her, I don't think she called downstairs. That's why, if y'all wondering when y'all hear it, I know y'all wondering, like, why ain't nobody run up there and help her? Like, don't other people live in the building? Yeah, other people do live in the building, but she didn't call down there. She was telling 911 to call down there because she wanted to continue to do CPR. But the first thing she just going by her training, because the first thing you do when somebody collapses like that, you call 911. You don't call the front desk. That's wasting time. So that's why she called 911. Like, I took a CPR. They say you check to see if any breath is coming out of the person's mouth, and if you don't hear anything, you turn around, call 911, and then you start CPR. So, yeah, so, but right now it's saying that the family refuses all money, is what they're saying. So I don't know who's going to pay for these funeral arrangements, or what's going on, or how this funeral is going to be paid for. But for right now, they must have the money, because they're not taking any money from anybody. So, I don't know. He could be cremated too, because cremation is cheaper. So maybe they're going to cremate him. so that they can afford to pay it, because what this is saying is that they don't want any money right now. So obviously they have the money. This is telling me that they have money to pay for these funeral expenses. That's what this is telling me. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Please hit that like button when you comment. Also hit the bell notification so you can know each and every time I upload a video. Also subscribe to the channel, please. Welcome everybody that's new and everybody that's old. I love you guys. Always thinking about you. Until next time, it is your girl Everything's TV, and I will see you in another one. Peace.